Hi folks, how you doing? It's Keith here, Morgantium. Yeah, hope you're all well. Got a review for you. Now this review this is the Condor RDA from FitCloud. It's been a while in the making, yes. I did receive two original Condors probably 2 months ago. And I know that a lot of other reviewers basically jumped on it straight away and reviewed it and came up with the issues that the Condor had. Basically, it leaked. It was designed as a bottom-feeding squonking RDA, but the way that the squonking and the centre airflow was designed, as soon as you squonked, it leaked straight through the airflow. So yeah, so I didn't review it. I just basically spoke to FitCloud, spoke to Emma and said, look, you need to sort this out. And actually, it was really interesting. I was sort of part of the whole discussion and redevelopment and sort of firing ideas back and forward to FitCloud myself and looking at how they could improve it and how they could, stop the leaking. And finally, the engineers at FitCloud did it and did it well. So yes, we're going to be looking at this new, quite colourful. Yeah, you get them in. This is the yellow, the blue, and they also do a black one as well. It would be nice to see a lot more colours in the future. But yeah, yellow, blue and black. I believe this is like a PET G. It's like a PET G on top of a... Get off. Yeah, it's like a stainless steel sort of airflow system with a PET G airflow cap on top. Really, it's different. It's something, I do like the design. I like the colours. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is the close-up I'm going to do in two parts. The first part will be the original Condor and the problems it had and basically changing. I'll show you the original chimney and the new chimney and the new 510 pin as well, because there was issues taking the 510 pin out. Rather than having a flat screwdriver slot, it was like a... I don't know how to describe it. It was like a knob, a little rectangle knob that you had to put a pair of pliers on to twist to remove the 510 pin. So they've changed the 510 pin, or the squonking 510 pin, and they've changed the central chimney, which you'll see that all in the close-up on the second part of the review. Yeah, it's a bit confusing. But this review has basically been a long time in development for me. It's something that I've sort of worked closely with in discussions with Emma at FitCloud. As I said, a lot of reviewers did get the RDA, did review it. I didn't. I sat in it. I basically, no. And that's really what reviewing's all about. If you find something wrong with an RDA or something wrong with a device, speak to the company, discuss it with the company, and yeah, they can fix it. They can take your advice and ask you for advice and come up with a product that works. Oops. So yeah, we'll go to the close-up. As I said, part one is the original, and then part two is a good close-up and measurements and all the usual stuff of the Condor RDA for FitCloud. Right, first things first, before we do the review, I'm going to show you the original Condor. This is the original Condor RDA from FitCloud Vape. Okay, there's no differences in the boxes, but what I'm going to show you is how they've changed basically version 1 up to the new squonk chimney. And I'll show you how to change it before we go into the review. Okay, because maybe some people actually have the original Condor. I know that a lot of American reviewers got this and reviewed it and slated it because it leaked, but it wasn't ready yet. It was still under development. So I actually waited a long time to wait until the upgraded Condor was available. Let's pop this off. Right. Take a close look at this deck. There's your airflow. Right, so down here. So your airflow goes along there, in there, and basically onto your coils. Okay. Now, the problem, as you can see, it's a big airflow hole. Big airflow hole. And there's your squonk hole at the top. So your e-liquid comes all the way through there, up there, out the top. You see where I'm going with this? And it goes straight into here, and all the e-juice basically comes out your air hole and leaks. Now I've been using one of these version 1s
basically that's a version 1 chimney, and I've been using it as a standard RDA and I've had no issues with leaking at all. So if you use it as a standard RDA, it's great, no issues. Now I've got here a conversion kit. Now I don't know when these will be available, but I do know that the version sort of 1.2, 1.5 with these revamped chimneys is now basically coming with all Condor RDAs. So let's do the conversion. There's quite a few differences between this and the original Condor. If I can get the screwdriver out. Oh, out. Right, here we go. Right. So first things first, we need to take this squonk pin out. Right, so this is the original. So if you see this 510 pin on your Condor RDA, it's basically the original. So you have to use a pair of pliers to go in and start unscrewing it, which is a little bit awkward. Like so. Pull this out and then remove our centre chimney system. Let's have a look at the revamped. Right, the revamped version, as you can see, is a little different. Our air holes are a little lower down and they're also slanted up. There's 6 of them on each side and the air holes are actually slanted up, so when you do squonk, it's not going to go into the holes, it's going to roll straight past it into your deck. And we've got a replacement, yeah, and this is a replacement, the upgraded 510 pin as well. As you can see, it's got a flathead screwdriver piece, so for ease of removal and putting in. And there's your peak insulator in the bottom, and you can see the airflow chamber there that goes straight through to these holes here. So quite a good airflow system. Let's pop this in. There we go, nice and tight. That's straight. Put our 510 pin in. Get a screwdriver. Try and stay in focus. There we go. So that's our new chimney installed. Okay, we'll stop there and let's move on to the review of the actual proper pucker Condor RDA bottom feeding device. This is the box it comes in, and this is the upgraded version with the new chimney and the new squonk 510 pin. You've got a scratch and check here on the side. This is not black, this is blue, I believe. On the back we have, you will read that, the Condor RDA is a very easy to use rebuildable atomizer. There we go. FitCloud. I must have put the wrong sleeve on because this is the blue one. Very nice box. Lovely box. It's solid. Lovely packaging. Open this up. And here we have the blue Condor. Yes, not the black one. Right, in the box we have the RDA itself. Comes a little baggie. This is the Condor. There's your central airflow onto the outside of the coils. And this is your lower airflow, which goes onto the inside of the coils. So you basically got airflow coming from both sides of the coils. This is the upgraded 510 pin. It's got a nice slot here for your flathead screwdriver. It was a strange one, the old one, but this is, all the new Condors will come with this easy to remove 510 screw. Now let's do some measurements first. So you've got your standard sort of goon style, Kennedy style sort of chuff drip tip, but it's actually, if I can see this properly, it's got a catch cup in the top. It's not a solid lump of Delvin, or I believe this is PET G, but it's not a solid lump. There's actually a rim. If we take a look at we have a look at this sort of standard sort of goon fair. It's a solid lump of Delrin. But this one has a little catch cup on the inside, and I really like this because what happens is when you're vaping and you're building up condensation, rather than getting a mouthful of condensation, as sometimes you do with these, or a mouthful of juice, it basically goes back into the RDA. So actually, this is a really good design. I do like the design of the drip tip. Let's just see if this fits. Yeah, so your Goon drip tips fit perfectly. Yeah. This is actually off a Unholy RDA, so it's a bit wide, but it fits fine. Right, without the drip tip, this is 510 to top. It is 33.3 millimeters. Right, yeah. And diameter is, it's 24 millimeters in diameter. So not too large. Just hold just now, I will go and get a Goon to compare it. Right, here's the Goon. This is the original version 1 Goon. And here we have the Condor, FitCloud Condor. And yeah, it's not too large compared to the Goon. You've probably got an extra 4 millimeters in height compared to the Goon. So it's not overly tall. Exactly the same diameter as each other. So not too different. Have a drink. Nice cup of coffee. Right, let's take this apart then. And you've got a little bag of extras here as well inside. Move you out of the way. So in here we have, you've got a solid 510 pin, so if you want to stick it on your box mods, your non-squonking boxes, I mean that's what I've done here. I've got it on my Soul Vapor Baby PWM Red Dwarf, and I'm using that in standard RDA mode basically. You've got some spare flathead screws, some coils, and a flathead screwdriver, and a load of O-rings. So yeah, nice bag of accessories. So you can switch from squonking to standard RDA, which is a nice option. Right, the RDA itself. Slide that top off. I'm going to put some juice. Just put some juice on the O-rings, so it's a bit easier to. Just put some juice on the O-rings, so it's easier to take the cap on and off. And clear up my mess after me. So there you can see the deck. It's a gold-plated stainless steel deck. And you've got these upswept 6 air holes into the centre chimney. So you've got no risk of when you're squonking at the top, UV liquid comes out of there, squonks down the side over your coils and into the deck. As you can see, it's a very deep deck as well. I'll just measure that for you. That deck is 9 millimeters deep. So yeah, so this is 9 millimeters in depth. That's a very deep juice well. Very deep juice well. Now, very much like, I believe it's the pulse and the velocity, you've got these little notches here and here, which match up on the inside of the cap. So you've got one there and one there. So when you put your cap on, that click, you hear that click? Basically you can spin your top airflow now and you've got no risk of moving the airflow itself. Take this off, this is tight. There we go. So you've got these 2 big Cyclop air holes that match the Condor and match the FitCloud. So when you pop these smaller air holes on, you basically line it up with the lettering. And that gives you your airflow. And then you've got the air holes down the bottom, which are very much like the Kennedy or the Tsunami, and you can adjust these like that. I'll give these a measure as well, tell you how big these are. Right, the bottom air holes are... Right, the bottom airflow holes I'm getting 8mm across by 2.5mm down. That's a decent airflow in there. And I mean, this is very restricted on the side. So on the base we have FitCloudTech.com. So you've got your squonking pin, which you can remove for putting in the standard 510 pin. You've got these little grips on the edge. You can also remove this. You could, no, it was too much e-liquid on my O-rings. Yeah, there we go. The O-rings are a bit tight, but yeah, you've got a little stop there, which lines up with the little stop inside. There it is there. So you basically, your airflow ring doesn't spin right round. Yeah, so it doesn't spin right round, it locks. Really good resistance because the O-rings are really nice and tight. Yeah, and that's basically the deck and the juice well. This is basically the bottom of the Condor. It's very well machined, excellently machined actually. Plating's really, really good. Nice that we've got flathead screws in here rather than those horrible hex grub screws. Let's put a build in it. Right, I've pre-made some wire doctor. I'm using this. This is Wire Doctor 23G Pulse. I've done 5 wraps, which is coming out at round about, hopefully 0.14, 0.15. Helps to unscrew the screws. And just pull it away from the just take it down towards the air holes. Straighten that up like so. Right, so you can see, oops, you can't see. Right, so you can see the centre and the bottom air holes are there. Coil sitting here. Put the other side in. If you can see that there, we don't want that leg hitting the centre chimney because that centre chimney is very thick, so you need to be really careful that this leg here does not touch the chimney or it will short. Yeah. There we go, nice and tight, as she said. That's our coils in place. And 0.15, I'm happy with that. Yeah. Excellent, happy days. Right, I'm going to be putting this on the, it's my device. This is a Morgantium 2700 mech squonker. I actually make these myself. Now this, you can see there's a seam down the bottom. I actually make these in one piece. This is my own one. You know, when you're making something yourself, you sort of play with the designs and you sort of fiddle around and change bits. Well, this is the one that I've been sort of mucking around with until I got it right. So the ones I sell are actually right. So yeah, and it's going to match lovely with the blue. Your 2700 battery, juice, and get some squonking action. Just check this before I put some cotton in. There we go. As you can see, it does go straight over the air hole, but it doesn't leak anymore. Nice, very nice. Right, I'm going to pause it here, put some cotton in, and then give it a vape. Right, what you'll need to do though is when you put your cotton in, you'll need to make sure that you don't put the cotton in front of the airflow holes, or you're going to suffocate it. Okay, so I've got my cotton in. The cotton tails are just touching the bottom of the deck. I've not got too much cotton in there. Let's squonk her up. Nice squonking action there. Because the airflow holes are pointing down, sort of diagonal, there's no risk now of the juice coming out of the see, nice and clear. Yeah, see, not a drop of juice at all. Really, I'm really impressed with that. Well done, FitCloud. Thank you for listening. But that's brilliant now. So you've got beautiful squonking action straight over your coils, which should be going. Oh yeah, look at that. Awesome. Firing perfectly. That's excellent. Let's put it all back together again. That's it locked in place. Airflow way up down the bottom. There's the old Morgantium. The reason I've got a K-Vape door on it is because I actually sell these via K-Vape. Pop our matching drip tip back on. Oops, sorry, hit the camera there. All matchy-matchy, very nice. Right, let's go back up, have a vape, and tell you what I think overall regarding the FitCloud Tech Condor Bottom Feeding RDA.
Okay then guys, that was the close-up of the Condor RDA from FitCloud, yeah. Right, now I've been using the version 1 with the standard chimney on this Soul Vapor Baby PWM Red Dwarf, yeah. What I didn't show you in the close-up, which I forgot to do, I'm really sorry, is I believe, and I'm quite happy to say actually, that I'll get a close-up of this. There you go. It does, when you put the standard solid 510 pin in, it does protrude enough to put on a hybrid device. So I've got no issues putting a hybrid device, but I choose to use it on my PWM series box mod. Now, one big difference between the original chimney with the bigger air hole that you saw in the close-up and the new one is lots and lots and lots of airflow. In fact, the original was a bit too airy, I thought. Great for series builds. I mean, if I crank this right up, I've got a 0.8 building here, so I'll crank this up to 6 volts. And you can chuck the clouds with the Condor, you can. But it's not about the version 1. It's about the version 2. Now I've got this on my, you saw it in the close-up, this is my Morgantium 2700 squonk box. And it's a 0.15 build. I've got the airflow wide open. But being wide open, and you saw those little holes, the 6 little holes in the chimney on each side, it's a little bit more restrictive, but actually I think it's much better flavour-wise. Flavour is just so intense. That just restricting that airflow, just cutting it down just a little bit, the flavour really intensifies compared to the original. Flavour is brilliant. I do like it. If I shut down the top airflow, right, it's down completely, we're just in the bottom airflow now, so we're using the airflow from that chimney. That's very tight, very tight. It's a very restrictive air sort of lung hit, but the flavour just catches at the back of the throat. This is not a very large RDA. It's bang on the same size as the Kennedy. There's the Kennedy there. So the Kennedy and the Condor are exactly the same size. I love my goons, right? I've got the original goon and I've got the 1.5, and I've also got the LP. Love my goons. I prefer this. Now, I've been using this Condor for the past 2 months, and it's been stuck on my Soul Vapor Baby box for a good 6 weeks. And that's my go-to setup now. And my light's just gone out, sorry. Bloody batteries. Oh, back on again. Yeah. Now that I've got a Condor that squonks and doesn't leak, and I'm going to turn these lights off. 2 minutes. Sorry, just bear with me. Right, I'm in the dark now. Lights packed up. I know that I can safely squonk this now and it's never going to leak. It's not going to come through the air hole. It's just the way that they've redesigned the chimney section. It's not going to leak now, and the flavour... When you shut off that top airflow, it's a very, as I said, very restricted lung hit, but the flavour is really, really good. Open this wide up, shut that down. So we're only on the top airflow now, the middle airflow. And again, that's a nice lung hit. Flavour's still there, but I like it wide open. The Condor produces great vapour, produces really, really good flavour. I love the fact that I was involved in talking to FitCloud, talking to Emma, and I'm so pleased in what they've come up with. The Condor retails for, I think it's about $36. I've not seen them in the UK yet, but they're $36 for the Condor, which, to be honest, I think that's a really good price for this RDA. It's up there with the Goon, with the Kennedy. It's, you know, for flavour and for cloud production, yeah, it's definitely up there. And if you do like your mouth to lung, you've got that option because of the smaller restrictions in the chimney now. You can like shut it right down. You can mouth to lung. I would say though to FitCloud is that with this wider option now for your airflow is that you need to put a make a 510 adapter that'll fit in here. Yeah. Your standard Goon drip tips, they fit, no problem at all. You know, they are tight, they are snug. I do believe there was some issues with earlier Condors where it was very loose, but then I think it's just the O-rings. But I've had different Goon and Kennedy drip tips in here. I've had no issues at all. But I do like that little catch cup. I do like the standard drip tip, and I just use it. So overall, I mean, right, let's go pros. Pros, your airflow options. There's lots of airflow options and they all work. Other pro is it's like the Pulse and like the old Velocity, it's got that locking system. So once you put your top cap on, you're basically just spinning this for your airflow at the top, and it's nothing else moves. It's locked in place and it works really, really well. That's great. The drip tip with that little catch cup in the top. So sometimes you know yourself, if you take, especially big clouds, sometimes you do get juice coming up. At least this way, with this catch cup, any excess hits that lip and goes back into the RDA, which is brilliant. Overall build quality is fantastic. The fit and finish of this is really, really good. I'm really impressed with the Condor RDA. It is an excellent bit of kit. Sorry. Yeah, it's... I really like it. I really, really, really do like the Condor. Another pro, the flavour. Flavour's excellent. It is a real flavour RDA. It's also cloud chucking RDA as well. Cons, yeah, you can't put a 510. But nice if there's a 510 adapter for it. That's a con, especially with the, you can restrict the airflow right down. It would be nice to have a smaller 510 drip tip fitting. That's really it. I can't see any other cons, to be honest. Yeah, you could put it on a hybrid device with the solid 510 pin. And I've got, as I said, I've got a 0.15 build in here. It's very warm vape, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. Yes. Right, I won't go any further. That's it, because no lights, and you're basically just with that light shining on my shiny head. So yes. So I'd just like to say a huge thanks to Emma at FitCloud and all your staff and all your engineers, and yeah, it's been a really great experience. Sort of been involved to the whole process of redevelopment and creating something that's really, really good. Really good. Yeah. Massive thumbs up for the FitCloud Condor RSA, or Rebuildable Squonking Atomizer. Anyway, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it useful, and yeah, catch you all again soon. Ta-da!